Well, hello there, my young readers, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you could make it. We have Clifford back on deck, and he has brought with him a nice Thanksgiving themed story for us. And as of the time of this video being posted, it is not too far away for Thanksgiving. And with that being said, have you guys thought about what you're thankful for? In fact, take a moment, if you haven't, and just think about who in your life you're thankful for. And actually go there and let them know how much you appreciate them. It's never too late to do that. Be it your mom, your dad, a sister, a brother, a cousin, whoever, even a teacher. You want to be able to say it now. Never wait. Because sometimes you can wait too late. So let's just go out and tell people that we appreciate in our lives, that we love, that we appreciate them. And hey, while we're talking about it, with Thanksgiving coming up, have you thought about what you're going to be eating? I know I'm personally going to be doing turkey. Who doesn't do turkey? I will be doing turkey. And I'll probably be thinking about other things that I will probably be either cooking or eating. So, guys, if you're not ready, go ahead, go get your snacks, go ahead and get your drinks, pause the video, run to the bathroom, come on back, and we'll get started. Stay tuned. The name of this story is called Clifford's Thanksgiving Visit by Norman Bridwell. Hi, my name is Emily Elizabeth. My dog Clifford and I have a lot of fun on Halloween. Then, as soon as Halloween is over, we start looking forward to Thanksgiving. Last Thanksgiving, my family flew away to visit my grandma. Clifford had to stay home. Our neighbors took care of him. They were very kind, but Clifford got lonely. He thought about his own family, his father, his sisters Bonnie and Claudia, his brother Neil. They all lived in different places. Most of all, Clifford thought about his mom. He decided to spend Thanksgiving with her. She lives in the city. Early Thanksgiving morning, Clifford started out. It was easy. There weren't many cars. But as he got near the city, there were a lot of cars. Everybody seemed to be going to see their moms. Some drivers were in a hurry. They bumped into Clifford and honked at him. Clifford came to a bridge. There were no cars on it. They all stopped. Clifford wondered why. Soon he found out. It was a drawbridge, and it was opening right under Clifford. Oh no! Poor Clifford. Clifford was wet and cold. He didn't want to get back on the highway. There was only one other way to go. The tunnel was dark and narrow. Suddenly, there was a roar and a bright light in Clifford's eyes. The train stopped. The people inside were as surprised as Clifford was. He couldn't turn around, so he pushed the train back to the station. Then he jumped up to the street. He was in a strange neighborhood. Nothing looked familiar. Where was his mom? Clifford saw a very tall building. He climbed up to look around. He could see his old neighborhood. He could see his mom's home. He jumped down and started walking. A Thanksgiving Day parade was blocking his way. Clifford usually likes parades, but he was in a hurry to get to his mom. He decided to take a shortcut through the park. He was almost there. He passed some kids playing football in the park. Clifford didn't mean to, but he wound up in the game. At last, he found his mom. She was happy to see her little boy. Her owner was happy too. He serves them a nice Thanksgiving dinner. I was having fun at Grandma's house, but I kept thinking about Clifford. I wondered if he was thinking of me. He was. He loves his mom, but as soon as he could, he hurried home. So did I. Because I am thankful for Clifford, and he is thankful for me. Well, that ends our story. Well, Emily Elizabeth had to leave Clifford behind while she goes with her parents to go visit her grandparents for Thanksgiving. And while she was gone, Clifford was in the good care hands of the neighbors who were, treating him well, caring for him. But while he was there, he got bored and he got to thinking. And he realized, for Thanksgiving, he'd like to see his mom.
And there is where the adventure begins for Clifford to see his mother. And I'll be honest with you, I really never get a good, story behind, his mother, other than him wanting to go see his mother. And I think there's a few other stories on the channel where he sees some of his siblings. And I think Nero is one of them. He's the dog with the fire department.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't get to hear a whole lot about his family, and I think this was a great story where he goes to see his mom.
I thought it was touching, but like you said, it was definitely an adventure because he was able to walk through the traffic. And I thought, that's kind of cool because if you're driving, you're stuck in traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Clifford, because of his height and everything, he gets to just walk through it. But the thing that a couple of things got me, but this is the first thing that got me, was when he walked across the bridge and didn't realize it was one of those bridges that can, open up. And it does while he's on it. And unfortunately, he ends up in the drink because of it.
Well, hey, if it's going to open up, it's going to always open up when you least expect it. And you can bet it's going to be while Clifford is walking over it, it's going to open. But unfortunately for Clifford, when he gets out of the water, he sees this tunnel and he's thinking, I can get dry. I can avoid all of that crazy traffic stuff. And, it does seem like a good idea in the beginning. But as he's going down the tunnel, you realize, that's not just any tunnel. That's a train. That's a train track in that tunnel. And he discovers it right quick.
Yes, he does. But he was able to, I think, pivot real well just by pushing it on forward because he's big enough to push it back. And once he got it pushed back, he can jump on out. And once he jumped out, he ends up back in all the traffic again and in a parade. But he ended up finding his mother, which was really good because this ended up being one of those stories like, will he find her or won't he find her? And I am shocked that he was able to find her in all of that and still be able to make it back home to who.
Oh, I do. Emily Elizabeth. And let me tell you, even while she was at her grandparents', she still had Clifford on her mind, and she's wondering, is she on his mind? Which I think she was, because they're bonded, y'all. They are bonded, and he finally realizes, he's seen his mom, he's had him some Thanksgiving food, it's time to make it back so that when Emily Elizabeth make it back, he'll be there to greet her. And he does.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. Is it just me, but does it look like when they feed Clifford, it just doesn't look like enough? When they're feeding him, Thanksgiving dinner, it looks like it's plenty for his mother, but I think the mother's owner was throwing like some turkey legs in his mouth, and maybe the turkey, but it just did not look big enough to, take care of Clifford.
Not at all. And in fact, I noticed that a few Clifford stories ago, that it did not look like they were able to really, feed him the way he needs to be for his heft and all of the Clifford that he is. I think there's only one story on here that actually has that, where he had to go and figure out a way to help with the finance to feed him. But that's the only story I saw where it looked like they actually got enough food that looked like it could support, the heft that he has. So, yeah, that might be something for another story. But we have come to that time, little darling, that I've got to go. And I will see all of you all in the next video. Bye!
Well, there goes Miss Triangel, dropping her brand of knowledge on us all. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this story, and I hope you guys enjoy upcoming Thanksgiving. Well, until next time, my young readers, I am your little darling narrator, out.